Thanks, Pratishtha. Thanks, Prateek, and thanks for the lovely audience here who've come. It's, I think, 8 there in India, but thank you so much for inviting me.
And thank you so much for Radhika for your time, because we know you are stuck up with a lot of things and you started with the office also. So just first, like quick question: how is it like the feeling to join the office after like over 2.5 months?
So here, first thing, I can also invite the audience to even put their comments on the chat box and even yourselves first, because this should be a free-flowing conversation. I do feel, yes, virtual is good to collaborate. It's very essential, but office has its own charm. I mean, I work at the OpenGov Hub, which is a consortium of 70 different organizations across the world, working across the world. It's a beautiful feeling, and I think we all should not just accept the new normal just like that. We do want to go to the office. I don't know how many of them agree, but yes, they can just write their comments on it, but I do feel that.
Yeah, so these participants, just tell us in chat that who all wants to go to office, or and who are there who are enjoying their work from home only. So I'd like to hear from the attendees that who all are there would love to go to office. So first of all, thank you so much, Radhika, for doing this, and we both are very grateful to you that you have spared your precious time in doing this. So first of all, just I'll brief you with what the show is, okay, and a set of rules just prior to starting the show. And Are that all to all the attendees who were there also in the first episode and who are the new also, I'll also give an introduction to show. So the show is the Professionals Talk, and it's a freewheeling chat show. The name is the Professionals Talk. We talk about professionalism, we talk about the industry verticals, different industry, but it is a free flowing chat. So it is just casual conversation between all three of us. Second thing, like the language is no barrier. So this conversation would be a bilingual thing. Matlab, it would comprise of English as well as Hindi. So dono cheeze, and I hope you are comfortable in both the things.
Me or the audience?
No, you.
I am comfortable in everything. I can even speak in Punjabi also. If there are people in Punjabi, I love to speak all languages, and it's great.
Great. So for sure we'll switch to Punjabi also for a little bit of part in our show. Yeah.
Yes.
And the third thing, very simple, is the show, as I told you, is a free-flowing conversation. We'll be asking you questions and you'll be responding out of your experience from the last 22 years of your industry experience. अगर बीच में आपको ऐसा लगता है कि ये दोनों ही क्यों सवाल पूछ रहे हैं, मुझे भी कुछ सवाल पूछ लेना चाहिए, तो you can also ask us from there.
बहुत बढ़िया.
मतलब माना हमारे पास मतलब इतना experience नहीं है, but we will try justify to give you a good answer out there. So now we have a good audience. So first, just a little bit of intro from my side of Radhika to all the attendees, because me, Radhika and Pratishtha are in conversation from last a couple of weeks, and we have read about each other a lot of times, and we have conversed with each other. So she did her bachelor's in sociology from Delhi University, then her master's in again sociology from Jamia Millia Islamia, then MPhil in sociology from BSc. Then she was with IIT Delhi for around 3 years as a project researcher, I guess. That was your first stint.
Yes.
Then you worked with Global Compact Network India, then Global Hunt Foundation. You worked with Development Alternatives also for around 2 years, 2.5 years. Currently, you are working with CORE, that is Collaboration for Resilience. You are a program fellow out there in Washington. So just correct me if I'm wrong, Radhika. You were a silver medalist in your bachelor's, a gold medalist in your master's from Jamia. Then you worked 3 years in the most premier institute of India. Then you moved out of the country, and now जो हमने बात किया वापस इंडिया आने की बात करते हैं, तो आपने स्वदेश मूवी कितनी बार देखी है?
मैंने स्वदेश भी देखी है, मैंने गांधी भी देखी है, तो और एक साल कोई चला जाता है तो वो इंडियन नहीं हो जाता है, वो इंडियन ही रहता है. और I really like Pratishtha and Prateek. First of all, I think you're being very humble. I really like the power of us, the youth, bringing these new initiatives. Number one, I think we really, I do not, like we said, I do not believe in numbers. India has a lot of numbers to showcase on all platforms. I believe in quality discussions, because I also see a good pack of audience here, and they can also start introducing themselves on chat. I see Rhythm and Ash and all very active. This is very interesting. And I also wanted to say that, yes, thank you for sharing that profile. But at the heart of it, even if you look at the theme of this discussion, cherishing the grassroots and sustainability, we are at the hem of things. हमको ही सब देख रहे हैं, India को ही देख रहे हैं. Whatever the challenges we are overcoming that. We are acknowledging that. And the freedom that we have to also speak, I think we really need to cherish that. Given the context, whatever you are seeing, what's happening in US, I think the diversity that we have, these are things that worked with me during my professional career also. I started with IIT Delhi, sustainable service systems, where the world is now talking about circular economy. We were talking that about 2008. It was a 4-year, very good project. And we were telling the world, Italy, Milan, Milan se project tha, and Finland, Netherlands, Thailand. We were telling the world that look how our life case models are sustainable. We do not waste. We do not. We are conserving economy and a society. Our culture ethos are like that. And look how beautifully we are coming out with it. So yes, I do agree. At the heart of it, even what I'm doing right now is a fellowship program. I encourage all of you to also apply to Atlas or other fellowship programs across the world. This is a professional leadership program. We are selected because of our work for the past 10 years. जितना भी हमने काम करा है, उसके basis पे ये professional leadership program बनता है. US consulate इसको drive करता है, and it's very rigorous, बहुत rigorous है. And I think 17 of us are being selected from Algeria, from Tunisia. I'm selected from India. And we work with organizations in US. Whatever the skills we have, for example, you are in communications and all, and you work with organizations in US, and then we go back, we give them our talent, our skills also up, unko we enhance their capacities, and this international experience we take and we come back. Ye reverse cop jaisa wo hai modality. Yeah. So that is also the reason I selected this. So yeah.
So actually, Radhika, as you said, and as you've seen that things have really changed, and the work from home practice and the way that you have chosen this program and things. And one thing I would really like to add here is that I think working from home is another way adding to sustainability. And so I think that's the other way we need to look at it. And of course, when we talk about this program and everything that you've done, your accolades, so I would really want to talk to you about the Sustainable Development Goal Award. You were awarded as an ambassador for SDGs, right? For presenting your research on sustainable consumption as well. So I think let's begin with that, and then we will take the journey forward. And obviously, we will have a lot of discussions over how can we get into such fellowship programs, because a lot of our audience may be interested.
Yes.
So yeah. Let's begin with that. So
sure. You want me to speak about the award or SDGs? it's open.
So let's.
Yeah. So SDGs have happened in 2015, and I think it's a very ambitious agenda. The biggest missing point is that the common man doesn't know what SDGs is. It's a fact. I like to have these free conversations because we can be very open about it. We have to be critical. सस्टेनेबिलिटी समझ ले लो वही बहुत है, क्योंकि वो इतना जार्गन वर्ड बना दिया है UN और institutions ने कि there is no connect with the young, to be very honest. You have plethora of conferences, but nobody knows exactly what the SDGs are. Please ask in your families, your mother and father, do they know SDGs? It's a very big agenda.
Right.
और ये भी नहीं है that they should know, to be very honest. If you don't know, if they don't know, that means there's something wrong which we as professionals are doing. And I really take that as incomplete acknowledgement. Yes, the SDGs, this ambassador award is also given to selective people. It's an initiative done by SDG Chopal and Niti Aayog, where, with your work, they're acknowledging you, and then you become the brand wagon working on, these critical agendas. I think Tanu is here in the audience, and she's been a very good friend. She is working with CII, and she is curating Rethink Cities, in which I'm a part of, where how you're bringing volunteerism and SDGs together. And that's very critical. So how are you linking it up? How are you linking marketing with SDGs? How are you linking communications with the SDG goals? These are very important, because partnerships, like you said, we are all going into virtual. How partnerships are also going forward. This is the beauty of virtual, by the way. You can partner in no way, when I think the young people here can even write it on chat, when we used to have these very fancy conferences with very high rates of registration, and we used to feel very upset that ye kya hai, hame to jaane nahi de rahe hain. वो सारी conferences free हो गई हैं UN level पे, क्योंकि कोई आ नहीं रहा है, और वो virtual तो पहले भी कर सकते थे हम. The crisis should not have told us, because the way this is, very rightly Pratishtha, you said, this is sustainability, right? Inclusivity isko kehte hain, that you are inclusive, you're reaching out. So these are practical examples, which is sad that the crisis taught us, but it's good also in a way. Yeah.
So, Radhika, you told us about sustainability, that how you are working with the different organizations like CORE, and you have worked with Atlas Corps also, before that Development Alternatives also, at various capacities in sustainability. So what do you think, what is that missing term, or what is that missing thing in sustainability? मतलब आज हम बात करते हैं हर चीज sustainability, मतलब even ऐसा market कर दिया गया है कि मैं जो सांस लेता हूँ वो भी sustainable है. But still, if when I go to people and I talk about sustainability, तो they are like कि एक energy efficient घर होना चाहिए, या फिर और भी बेसिक जाऊं तो मेरे घर के ऊपर सोलर प्लेट लगनी चाहिए, या फिर मेरे फार्म के अंदर विंडमिल चलनी चाहिए. People are not coming out of it. तो आपको क्या लगता है, what is that missing thing in sustainability that the world should address now?
See, the missing link is what the crisis have taught us, and I'll be very pertinent because it's a very important question. And the crisis has taught us, actually, for me, 3 missing elements, which were actually now emerged as powerful drivers of the sustainability discourse. First thing first, people, planet, profit, जो basic definition होती थी sustainability की, उसमें people तो था ही नहीं कभी. It was all, like you rightly said, solar energy, environment, metrics, reporting, and so on. Whatever you're doing with environment, carbon emissions, very important. I'm not disagreeing with that. But then the people were missing. Profit was there to an extent, because you're mixing the CSR and sustainability, and we can come to that question later. But the people, amongst the people, planet, profit was missing. And the crisis taught us that the loss of global lives, in fact, when I say people, I also talk about all beings, has resurfaced. Nature has taken its course, and it's made you realize that the people will always remain at the hem of sustainability. So everything around this will be on the people, and it was missing. It was absolutely missing. It was just run by the environment. The second missing element was your vulnerable sections of society. You have seen people walking 100 kilometers, miles, the walas, and the walas, I mean, आपका चाय वाला है, पानी पूरी वाले जो चले हैं, informal economy, जो आपकी backbone है हमारी, and they walk, they ride in bicycle. Ironic, उन्होंने दिखा दिया sustainable mobility क्या होती है, by the way, bicycle पे चल के. But it showed that they were always missing in the development debate. Their vulnerabilities came out. Their access to food, access to basic necessities, their right to living, and the right to wage all got exposed. And the third important thing, I think, people who are there in the audience will also resonate with me, are the safety professionals. During my work, I have always seen that people who are working in the manufacturing units, the safety people, the safety professionals, the EHS professionals, are actually handling a sustainability agenda. Conferences are attended by HRs, communications, and CSR heads, but it's actually the safety professionals who have now emerged because they are making you aware of how making your workspace safe at the ground level. They have come and they were always being missed out. They were left out. Nobody talked about safety professionals जो actually आपके plants में और जो आपके workspace में आपको बताते हैं कि कैसे आपको काम करना है. And they used to handle your water, your energy. These are the people handling, not fancy Copcom people. And that's also the reason I feel the missing element is also now going to be the new kind of driving forces of sustainability. These three elements will drive your sustainability agenda. Yeah.
Radhika, like, thank you very much for addressing this very nice, like, a broad understanding of what is missing from sustainability. The most resonating thing जो मेरे साथ में मेरे को जो सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्राइक लगी है वो आपका सेकंड पॉइंट था कि किस तरीके से जो एक्चुअल में हमारी इकोनॉमी बनाते हैं या फिर जिनकी वजह से हमारा देश, if I say just for India and not talk about the global trend, तो किस तरीके से हमारा पूरा देश जिनके बिना पर चलता है. बिकॉज अगर आप देखेंगे तो शहर वो लोग बनाते हैं, मतलब जो हमारा घर बनाते हैं, जो हमारे घरों में काम करते हैं, और उनका विस्थापन देखा हमने. मतलब फॉर जनरेशन लाइक मी, जिस एज ग्रुप में मैं हूँ, उन्होंने कभी पार्टीशन नहीं देखा. हमने केवल पार्टीशन पढ़ा है किताबों का.
बिल्कुल.
और ये उतनी ही भयंकर चीज हमें दिखी है. तो आपको लगता है ग्लोबल फ्रंट पर अब एक बदलाव आया है हमारी सोच में इस चीज को लेकर?
हमारा बदलाव तो था पहले से ही, जो मैं मानती हूँ. ये था कि हम ना अपने, ये हमारी प्रॉब्लम है. हम, आपने सही बोला, इट्स इंडिपेंडेंस ना, कॉलोनाइज्ड माइंड रहा है हमारा. वो जनरेशन तक ही रहा है. अभी भी कॉलोनाइज्ड ही है. अगर आप देखो हमारी एजुकेशन भी कॉलोनाइज्ड है. अभी कैसे आपका सीबीएसई आईसीएसई एग्जाम स्क्रैप हो गए ना. बात ये है ना कि कॉलोनाइज्ड माइंड है हमारा. हमको है कि हम जॉब के अलावा सोचते नहीं है. नंबर वन, हमें जॉब यहाँ पे मेरे जो फेलोज हैं, जब आप बाहर जाते हो ना तो एक एक्सपोजर भी मिलता है. और बाहर का मतलब ये नहीं इंडिया से बाहर जाओ. इंडिया इज इन द विलेजेस. आप अगर, जब मैंने विलेजेस में काम करा था ना, तो मेरे को असली में दिखा था कि कितनी उनकी पावरफुल सोच है. और मैं आपको ये बता रही हूँ कि ये जो रसिका ने भी एक बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन इसमें डाला है, सस्टेनेबल लिविंग भी यही है हमारा. हम सस्टेनेबल थे. जो आप कह रहे हैं कि ये सोच बदली नहीं है. गांधी ने हमें बहुत पहले दे दी, वो हमने मानी नहीं है. Gandhi made your Charkha and your Swaraj, which you're talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat, as the initial call for vocal for local, if you agree. Yes. So it's absolutely. Just because we never cherished, we were never told to cherish our heritage. It's like bahar jao, job dekho. Job is just over broke. मेरे एक बड़े अच्छे fellow ने ना, from a different country, he says, just over broke. वो mentality होती है कि भाई पैसा मेरे को मिल जाए and all. Entrepreneurial mindset आपका, जब when you're creating something with your job, like what you are doing with professional talk, you're creating something. That is what is churning the debate. That's what the people's agenda is going to be. And that is something which we have. If you have seen Vikas Khanna's video today, I don't know if it's trending. Look how nicely he said when the reporter asked him that you've got hunger from India, like that zero hunger goal, जो आपका sustainability SDGs में है. And look how nicely and very humbly he said that hunger तो मुझे न्यूयॉर्क में दिखा. वो सही बात है. आपको हंगर अमृतसर में कहाँ से मिलेगा? आप बताओ. आप गुरुद्वारास in IIT Delhi, that sustainable service system project was where how the hostels, all of you have lived in hostels. Do you know it's one of the most sustainable service systems? You reuse your utensils. In IIT Delhi, they used to take the vegetables and from the gardens. But whereas जब हमने वो मिलान में exercise करी थी, वो सब packaged material है. वो sandwich है, वो packaging, कितना waste उसमें जा रहा है. And look what Vikas Khanna said today. It makes us proud. Yeah. That Amritsar never taught you hunger. So this is what we have to cherish. We just have to cherish it. And that's what, and I do have a lot of hope in our generation and XYZ generations. I think we can really take this as an opportunity.
Change the narrative.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think they are the flag bearers of continuing this as a practice. And so moving on, I would also, so when we were discussing about a lot of things that in the times of these crises, when there's an adverse situation, right? So we see a changing scenario. So how do you think that the consumption and production of local products has become a vital tool for resilience in any sort of an adverse situation, not just this, but in any sort of a situation?
Yeah, I think first thing which the government has also released this relief package, and I can definitely talk about this in the context of Pratik, you talked about the solar energy, and that's very crucial. It's a good example for all of us that the solar energy, the renewable energy, when it's right now also at its peak, India is in the leading that agenda. It also showcased young entrepreneurs, young business coming and doing local manufacturing, right? It
Yeah.
brought that. The cloth masks that we are seeing being produced in India is your local industry. The crisis, the call for vocal and being local is not that you ban global products. Number one, let me be very clear, it's
Right.
not, we are not a closed economy.
Yeah.
So this is something I'm urging
I
very,
think that's
very
an
openly.
imperative. Yes, yes. It's something which is
It's not
imperative
a
to,
closed
I think,
economy.
discuss here.
As a culture also, we are not closed. I'm speaking like a sociologist. We are the most embracing culture here. So the call, when the Prime Minister says, or when Gandhi said self-reliance, the khadi came out of that, or wo khadi gram udyog, when you go to Connaught Place and all, look how they have managed to do it. It went down, but this is how we made it as a fashion statement. Charkha became your symbol of independence, right? So when now the Prime Minister is saying Atmanirbhar Bharat, he's saying, which is addressing a question, is to revive smart manufacturing, local manufacturing, putting your goods at the global presence. And that's where I wanted to address that question on sustainable living. जब वो कंज्यूमर होता है, मैं जब जाती हूँ सेफ वे में, मैं आज भी ऑर्गेनिक इंडिया की चाय लेती हूँ. मैं इंश्योर करती हूँ कि मैं उसका इंडियन उसमें हो, फार्मर्स पे जा रहा है उसका, ये मेरी चॉइस है. सो ये साइकिल है. जब मैन्युफैक्चरिंग आपकी स्टार्ट होएगी उस लेवल पे और स्मार्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग होएगी, आपकी कंज्यूमर चॉइसेस भी बदलेंगी. So for example, अगर हम nitty gritties में भी जाएं, because I've done my sociology of food and I really cherish our food industry. So the local manufacturing, like in I think the COVID relief package, by the whole package is around 1.32 million USD. It's about that much package. The company, it's 263. I have the statistics. 263 billion USD. उसमें अगर आप food processing industry देखते हो ना, where typical tapioca chips, state-wise food production होती है, उसको 1.32 million USD block कर दिया है Ministry of Food Processing Industry run by Harsimrat Kaur ji. And because why? Because जो micro food processing जो आपके SMEs हैं, वो 98% इसको constitute करते हैं, इस पूरी industry को, जिसमें 66% rural है. तो जब आप इसको strengthen करते हो, इस industry को strengthen करते हो कि भाई हमने इस पे focus करना है, इनको हमें relief packages देने हैं, then Pratishtha, your question gets answered कि आप फिर states, villages इनको strengthen कर रहे हो, और फिर आप you're creating that entrepreneurship business models, and that is how it will decide on the consumer choices, क्योंकि you will cherish it. That's what state से जब food products आता है, and because direct consumption है, we are one of the highest. हमारा education, food, clothing में ऐसे hierarchy जाती है consumption की. So yeah.
That's great. But then, so obviously things when they take a shift, or it's kind of a paradigm shift when we talk about consumption of local products and things. So do you think all this coming up for vocal for local may also impact the job market or the employment post-pandemic?
Yes, absolutely. I have seen a lot of, like I rightly stated, that job is just, you're just thinking about that line of getting not poor or getting not broke or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 job scenarios that I have looked at, if you're looking at the employment scenario, one is definitely the work for NGOs, which were very undermined, but they work directly with the communities. And now we know
Yeah.
how pertinent it is. How pertinent. Second is volunteerism. I think Tanu will also agree with me. जो volunteers निकल के आए हैं, that is also your job market, because you never thought that वो corporate volunteerism चलता था, and you know we all worked 3 hours 2 hours दे देते थे हम, अच्छा अब हम एक बच्चे को पढ़ाएंगे and all that. No, अब लोग कह रहे हैं कि मेरे individual action से भी I can create an impact, and that is creating a job. People are giving virtual classes US by 2021, next year only. उसकी sales इतनी high होने वाली है. There's a recent study by the New York University where they said ये जो consumer packaged goods होता है ना, जो आप chips और ये packaging जिसकी बात करते हैं, उसका जो growth है वो बहुत exponentially rise हो गया है in 2018. 50% high हो गया है. 50% means 50% से भी ज़्यादा लोग या companies have started to do sustainable packaging. And what do you mean by sustainable packaging is not that SUP, because अभी COVID ने इसको again increase कर दिया है. Oceans का plastic बढ़ गया है, सब बढ़ गया है. So what we are trying to do is we are very good in you know, saying about commitments. Agar I don't know how many people are here in their respective private sector, you will see companies will say we are going to be 100% you know plastic free by 2030. वो तो तब तक तो ना, I don't know whether I'll be there, you will be there, पता नहीं क्या वो है, वो अपना एक target
survive that or not,
which is
right?
good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. वो water save करेंगे 5 साल बाद, वो जब 5 साल आएंगे तो कहेंगे हमने इतना water save करा है. So what I'm trying to say is एक होता है, एक बहुत ही typical metrics होता है जिसमें they say कि X number of water या X number of plastic हमने save करा 5 साल में, right? And I'm talking in a very layman's language here, not technical. So then what? If you have saved your rupees, it's a business case. What's the impact that it has got? If you cannot bring social returns on investment, fire your sustainability head. First thing first, just fire him. Because in the US, in the Europe, if you look at their reports, they tell you this much consumption, which I'm quoting, 50% of consumer products we have brought onto the shelves. That's sustainability, because वो आप consumption भी उतनी जा रही है. आप जितना production sustainable करोगे, आप consumption metrics क्या है आपके? आप water save कर रहे हो, तो आपके आसपास के गांव में कितना water save हुआ है? क्या recharge गया है उनको? वो आपके periphery में आ रहे हैं, you know. So ये तो बहुत ही common ground है to say what you know Prateek you are saying कि ये hogwash तो है, क्योंकि आपने पूरी रिपोर्टिंग एनवायरनमेंट पे करी है. आप पूरी रिपोर्टिंग उस पे करते हो कि मैंने पानी सेव कर लिया, मैंने हवा बचा ली, मैंने ये कर लिया, पर आप कंजम्पशन एथिकल
एक केवल लास्ट में क्या है, 2 पेज में एक मतलब बिल्कुल ग्रामीण औरतों का एक अच्छा सा एचडी में फोटो लेकर एंड वो लग देते हैं वी थिंक कि हमारा सस्टेनेबल जो टुवर्ड्स सोसाइटी वो कंप्लीट हो गया.
बिल्कुल
रिस्पांसिबिलिटी कंप्लीट हो गई. एंड दैट आई डिसएग्री फ्रॉम द कोर. मतलब केवल अगर रिपोर्ट में छापने के लिए कर रहा है तो आप तो ऑब्वियसली आप रिपोर्ट छाप रहे हो, उसमें भी कुछ ना कुछ कार्बन जा रहा है, मत ही छापो.
Absolutely. Like Rhythm is saying, there is a mind block, which is a very important question she's putting. She's saying कि आप sustainable products भी इतने महंगे बना देते हो, तो it's organic is a hogwash. When organic products came in, they were the most expensive products. So that also reduces your sustainability agenda, because it's not addressing a profit. And profit doesn't mean company profit. It means profit for the people, right? So what I'm trying to say is when ethical consumerism came, it's a big thing in UK. They will, if you are, because the racial discrimination is happening, all the brands who were promoting, you know, colored things or, you know, are actually inclined towards one race, the 70% of the youth actually boycotted those brands. That's ethical consumerism. वो आपका green consumerism में भी बन रहा है. Where Green Deal, अगर आप यूरोप की Green Deal देखेंगे, they have talked about the sustainable market हम create कर रहे हैं. We are going to create awareness of food systems that ensuring कि farmers को livelihoods मिले. And they are acknowledging in their public statement that we want to move away from this hog washing exercise, which companies are falsely claiming. And I'm quoting it from the Green Deal, I've written it. And then most importantly, they're boosting circular economy and they're boosting your local SMEs and industries. और सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी क्या है? अब ये नया जार्गन आ गया भाई, हम वेस्ट से लेंगे सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी. वो क्या है? वो कुछ नहीं है. आपका जूता जब खराब होता था, आप मोची के पास जाते थे, वो रिपेयर कर देता था, तो वो आपका एक आर बन गया. आप अपनी जो हमारी मदर्स हैं, वो सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी की ब्रांड एम्बेसडर्स थी. वी वर नेवर टोल्ड टू वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स, वी वर टोल्ड टू रीयूज our food. How many of us cook? If you can reuse the next day or whatever, it is circular economy. So this is what I'm trying to say, that yes, the reporting aspect is getting hogwashed. Companies are also realizing that it's more now impact reporting that's going to take place. And अभी तो कोविड में तो उन्होंने सबने डाल देना, हमने इतने हमने फूड पैकेट्स दिए. It's very important. मैं ये नहीं कह रही, वो रिस्पॉन्स एक डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट का एक साइकिल होता है. एक फेज पे आप रिस्पॉन्स देते हो, फिर आप रिलीफ करते हो, रिस्पॉन्स रिलीफ, और फिर आप रिहैबिलिटेशन भी करते हो. ये एक डिजास्टर है. तो आप उसकी रिपोर्टिंग अगर ये करोगे, हमने 1000 पैकेट दे दिए फूड के, तो किसको दिए, क्या इफेक्ट हुआ उसका, वो तो डाल दो. आई मीन that's where your reporting has to happen, and that's the production aspect. Yeah,
a very good question coming from Rashika all the way. She's asking, the industries have resumed their production manufacturing after the lockdown. Do you think they will opt for sustainability, as the companies now will focus on bringing the economic stability rather than investing on sustainable alternatives? Do you think this will affect the SDG plans? Very good question, Rashika. कि अभी सबकी ये होगा कि पहले मेरी कंपनी चल जाए, सस्टेनेबिलिटी तो ठीक है. वैसे भी एक सेकंड थॉट ये, जैसा Sai is also rating why sustainability is still a second thought. So, Radhika, your take on this?
Yes, and I think this is where I wanted to bring the aspect of the Scandinavian model. They never believe that sustainability is away from their business. It's Sweden, Netherlands, Denmark. Oh, look at their work. वो कहते हैं कि ये हमारा मॉडल ही है. Disaster hoy na hoy, they will be working under the water with great technologies. They're already in sustainable packaging. Carlsberg, I know I don't promote alcohol amongst youth, but Carlsberg is in the hem of things. They have come up with packaged sustainable material. Bottle hi wo usme la rahe hain, I mean, look at the advancement. So if companies are producing these kind of bottles, the consumption will also happen. You cannot tell consumers, bhai aap na sustainable consumption karo. Arey wo to kar hi rahe hain. They are doing it at the daily levels. Our per capita consumption, I hope all of us know, is the lowest in the world. Our per capita consumption, which is increasing exponentially, but it's lowest. US and Europe are at the highest level of unsustainable consumption. That's why their companies have the most pressure to do it. So yes, to answer number one, the manufacturing had to come in the lockdown because their business would have gone off. They were already working on it. And second, the economic stability is rather than investing in sustainable alternatives, of course, because sustainability is not embedded in their agenda at all right now. It will take a lot of time, because also who are handling these portfolios, that's something you have to see. People who are doing the CSR in India, and especially the HRs, they are handling that portfolio. So how would you expect them to embed that agenda? But there are governance and leadership models coming. Their governance is actually saying to embed. It's coming from the top. So that's something which you have to see, the new UNGC report, that now leadership is taking ownership of the agenda. So it will be interesting to see also. But I'm not so hopeful. If they wanted to work on the SDG plans, it's already 5 years down. I think they need to come up with something very concrete and just change these portfolios a bit here and there. Yeah.
Right, absolutely. So as Radhika, you mentioned it's very important that, and we also see CSR as another way of getting into the sustainable business or maybe sustainable practices. So we see that CSR has actually come as a very, it's a potent tool which has come up over maybe the past 10, 15 years, right? And these days it has also been intertwined with sustainability. So do you think CSR is actually a pillar contributing to sustainability, or what are your thoughts about it?
So CSR, because I have been involved in CSR also, and it's bizarre. I have always said this in many platforms. I don't know why there are two departments, CSR and sustainability. It's unheard of. ये
Yes.
इंडिया में ही है. ये इसलिए जर्मिनेट हुआ था क्योंकि जो भी environment related reporting होती थी वो हम sustainability में डाल देते थे, और जो भी community वगैरह काम होता था वो हम CSR में डाल देते थे. तो उससे क्या हुआ, जो HR का होता है पर्सन या कोई कॉप कम्युनिकेशंस की पर्सन होती है, उसको बोल देते हैं अच्छा तुम ना ये पोर्टफोलियो भी हैंडल कर लो. With the mandatory compliance, because I'm also with the Bureau of Indian Standards, we are drafting the CSR standards. It became mandatory. It also became very compliance oriented. So you started seeing a lot of CSR professionals in these conferences and saying that, oh, this is a major agenda. It has brought a lot of collaborations. It has brought the social impact where companies where they were not doing anything, for sure they have been brought into the hem. The statistics show that. But my question is that when you look at the impact point of view, because sustainability is within your business, if your manufacturing or your business development person or even your IT head cannot speak on sustainability, cannot speak on how conservation, how you're talking about water conservation, how resilient your business is, then it's not at all CSR, it's not at all sustainability, because it's not embedded in your business. Reason being, because you're making these two separate departments. The agenda is run by safety professionals. It is run by actually the people on the ground who are working as manufacturing heads. You're in the manufacturing companies, even in IT sector, it's been run by techies, and not the fancy CSR heads who are running projects. And I know I'll be screwed up because half of my friends are CSR heads, but that's the point. Yeah, it is the point. You know, you have, I don't understand CSR and sustainability head. What does that mean? It's and they will not know anything. Ultimately, the portfolio is a corp communication portfolio. Narrative has to change. You know, the story has to change now. You need to hire people who are specialists. You need to hire people who can actually bring your returns on investments. This is a human capital that is being made, especially the young audience that I'm dealing with. There are going to be great number of professionals out there, you know, who are development professionals. The Delhi University started with a sustainable climate change center. Terry is there. So you need to hire these people. I don't want to see, and I don't know about you, I think India really needs to change their narrative. I'm seeing the same faces talking on SDGs. I'm seeing the same faces talking about CSR. It's very good. They're doing good job, but you know, it should change now. It's high times you bring EHS, environment, health, safety people on board. जब एक manufacturing head बोलता है ना कि मेरी कंपनी ये सस्टेनेबिलिटी कर रही है, then you mean it, क्योंकि वो बिजनेस से रिलेटेड है. वो सस्टेन, जब आपका पैकेजिंग हेड बात करेगा सस्टेनेबिलिटी के बारे में, you know, bring a packaging heads. They are fantastic people. Bring a supply chain heads into the conferences. Why are you bringing a CSR head? In fact, the CSR head should say, मैं तो काम कर रहा हूँ, अब ये बाकियों को आप दो प्लेटफॉर्म बोलने के लिए. उनको कितना समझ आया सस्टेनेबिलिटी के ऊपर, है ना? तो ये बात है. तो CSR तो, and I'll be flagged for this because I am both CSR and sustainability, क्योंकि इंडिया ने ऐसे उसको रखा है. But my foundational learning, the EC project, it's within CSR is just people. It has to bring under the sustainability agenda. That's for sure.
So I think this is the favorite round of mine, and I really enjoy this thing. And I think most of the people would really enjoy. And it's a request that we will keep it a very short, maybe a one word or one liner answer here.
Yeah,
it's a rapid fire round, which is the very famous rapid fire, which you must have also seen. But then this is a little different.
He's facing flag now. Yeah, he's facing flag now.
Yeah. So it's like a rapid. Okay, so yeah, so it's like a rapid fire for professionals, and coming up with the first question is one advice to everyone how they can lead a sustainable life as a consumer.
Cherish Indian heritage. Listen to your mama.
Yeah.
Listen to your mama. This
Listen
is
to your
great.
mama. That's it.
I think that's what the agenda of the entire conversation was. Cherishing the grassroots is what you need to take care of,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, what is that personality that you follow in this your industry की वो कौन से लोग हैं जिनको आप follow
Anand
करते हैं वो
Mahindra.
पे
Anand
Anand
Mahindra.
Mahindra. Oh, his name coming out. Nice.
And
Anand Mahindra. Anand Mahindra.
one personality in my house is my Armenian housemate who is actually following sustainability by reusing packaging, by reusing this thing. So there are everyday examples. My mother. So these are everyday examples for you to follow. You know, how are you using your packaging, your Ziplocs? This is what circular economy is. You just give them high jargon words. So but Anand Mahindra is someone I really follow. I love the fact that he brought that banana leaves into the manufacturing plants. That's what
I was coming to that.
You bring employment. You bring local versus, global. It's not even versus, it's actually embedding that. And I do endorse him completely.
Absolutely. And our next question then comes is, one thing you like the most about the work culture there in Washington?
Oh, I love the work culture. This is something I really cherish here. This is something we really need to learn in India, and this I do feel, because it's non-hierarchical. Number one, it is non-hierarchical, and it's so open. And this is something where I always wanted to be. In fact, as a professional, and maybe I'm a left-hander or I don't know what it is, I always had this critical thinking. And this Open Gov Hub core, I mean, my own Blake, who's executive director, of core, has embedded those values. We are open to criticism. There's a young team. It's vibrant. It's before the crisis also. I was working with people in Rome while sitting here, in Ethiopia, in Philippines, in Latin America. So they believe in collaboration. They are non-hierarchical. They value talent. And I was also going through a lot of crises here, like my dad just got diagnosed with cancer just 2 weeks ago, and how they support you. I really wish, and the camaraderie that I share with the colleagues here. Here, it's like your work. You are good at your work. We respect you. Come, we work together. We create something. Indian mindset really needs to empower and encourage people. I know it's a long answer, but we need to encourage people. We need to build this together. We don't do that. I'm so sorry. I've worked with so many organizations, and I cherish my work with Global Hunt Foundation a lot. It was a young organization. We created something, and Sunil Goyal heading that organization, he gave me the complete freedom that you're self-motivated, you do it. Very rarely I met across such people. And I do feel even people here, there is room to collaborate rather than being insecure. And I just feel companies should really value people a lot. There is so much good intent that we have, but we need to work around it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And the next question
what is the ultimate goal that you are aiming in your life? Like, what is that sustainable that you will say that now I'm done with sustainability?
See, I'm actually done with sustainability. That's why I took the fellowship. I was bored with Indian. ये same लोग बोली जा रहे हैं. मैं बहुत बोर हो गई. मैंने कहा ये अपना thinking disruption लानी है. तो एक तो self motivation तो रखना ही पड़ेगा. और मेरे को लगता है कि unconventional. I've been very unconventional in my choices. I have never used the same trajectory. It worked for me. I'm satisfied. And I also feel impact. Whatever work you're doing, I'm working with a project called Promise of Commons, which is working in 8 states of India. So many districts, and how we are enhancing the capacity of the grassroots practitioner on the ground through a multi-actor platform. How will that practitioner on the ground will interact with local governance processes, with the district official, with the local business, who's disrupting your project, or working in collaboration. So, जो sustainability है, वो resilience की तरफ जा रही है. आप resilient कितने हैं, ये crisis हमें ये teach कर रहा है, how resilient, कितने empowerment आप ला सकते हो. तो यही हम जब when I want to come back, I will be coming back. India is something which is the future, and I do feel we have a lot to collaborate. And I do feel the aim should be youngsters coming together and working on models. I see so many nice people here, such good comments like Charu, Rasika, and Tanu, all of us. I have built collaborations over my work, and work keeps me going. I am facing a personal crisis, but my work keeps me going. So impact kya hai, and what Blake says, what is the purpose of what you're doing is very important.
Right.
वो core का भी एक mission है. So I like to work with these organizations, or I like to work with people. Actually, I choose people over organizations. So whether it was Dr. Reddy's, I think Thakur was someone I really look up to him as one of the key mentors in the water. अगर किसी आप उनको लाइए, अगर वो आते हैं प्रोफेशनल टॉक,
आप बोलिए ना एक बार, आप बोलिए उनको. I am chasing
इंडिया में अगर वाटर के बारे में सीखना है आपने, तो आप उनके पास जाइए.
उनके पास जाइए.
It is him. So these are people who are cherishing this agenda. These are young people. और मैं उनको बहुत बोलती हूँ कि अब change करते हैं इसको, agenda को. ये narrative change होना चाहिए, story change होनी चाहिए. मेरे एक बहुत अच्छे colleague हैं, and I won't take much time. I'm so sorry. I'd like more questions. Alberto है, वो ग्वाटेमाला में है, और वो मेरे advisor हैं, और वो हम ऐसी virtual chat करते हैं. ये beauty है इस यहाँ के काम की. और वो मुझे सीधे बोलते हैं कि ये जो story है ना, ये change होनी चाहिए. The story has to change, and the changing of the story, the impact story can only be brought by us. अगर आप अभी नहीं लाए, तो आप नहीं लाएंगे, और ये हो रहा है,
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so that maybe that watershed moment in your professional life, or the best moment you remember so far.
Oh, the menstrual hygiene project that I did in Neemrana. Oh my God, I have huge memories of that project. इतना shocking था कि आप दिल्ली से जाते हैं, and you have Neemrana, which is the Neemrana fort, and you have these fantastic Japanese pub. उसके आगे जाओ, वो गांव में जाओ आप, वो sanitary pad भी नहीं मिलता है लड़की को.
नहीं मिलता है.
ये disparity है. This is the disparity in India. और जब हम ground में गए, जब आप एक प्रोजेक्ट डिजाइन करते हो, और फिर जब आप उसको एग्जीक्यूट करते हो, और फिर आप उसका इम्पैक्ट देखते हो. ये यूनिचार्म के साथ हमने करा था, एंड अनुराधा इज अ डियर फ्रेंड, एंड ये हमने बनाया था प्रोजेक्ट, और ये अभी भी चल रहा है. और हमने सोफी सहयोगी, ये सस्टेनेबल प्रोजेक्ट था, ये CSR नहीं था, ये सस्टेनेबल था कि हम बनाएंगे, उनको सोफी सहयोगीज बनाएंगे, वो सेल करेंगे, उनको एम्पावरमेंट देंगे और अवेयरनेस देंगे. जो शॉकिंग था, इट वाज सो शॉकिंग. People are not wearing pads, they don't have accessibility, there is a taboo, and it is existing in India. This is not a project I did 7-8 years ago. It's just a 3-4 years ago project. So imagine, where are we actually? So abhi aap dekh rahe, pandemic has increased this vulnerability to a very different extent. So wo bahut hi striking moment tha, learning tha, aur wo hitting moment bhi tha. That is something I'll even value more than the fellowship that I'm here. That it's in the villages. We have to have the village connect, and which are no longer villages. They are urban villages.
Urban villages now. Yeah.
Right.
Shahri Gram.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and that, so the one thing you regret the most in your professional life, maybe what you could have done and you couldn't.
See, I'll not give you a cliched answer. I don't regret, but I do regret that. I don't regret. Like regret होता है ना कि ये मैंने करा नहीं, ऐसे ये नहीं हुआ. I don't regret. I learn. एक regret ये है कि maybe what should I say? I could have been more subtle and been working with a private company or any other company for a longer time. मेरा हो जाए, but मेरे जितने भी peers हैं, they love my journey. They say that you have been unconventional. But regret मेरा ये है कि I wanted to work more for the projects like menstrual hygiene project and so on. That's maybe an aspiration I again have, because I really want to go back to that connect. So that's a regret. Maybe, yeah, Global Hunt. Sunil told me that this is not the right time for you to go. Maybe I could have stayed there more. But I think everything has its own charm. He's a great friend. I've made great friends with people at my work. And that's the regret maybe I have. Like my own team, which was there, could have been there.
राधिका, मुझे ये डर था कि ये क्लोजिंग क्वेश्चन होगा, ठीक है, व्हाट इज योर रिग्रेट, एंड पूरा ये होने के बाद में आप ये नाम ना ले ले कि तुम्हारे चैट शो पे आना मेरा रिग्रेट था.
नहीं
ऐसा
but I just hope it. I have one suggestion, और थोड़ा on spot है. Would you mind unmuting any person who wants to ask a question, because we are at the end of the show? If it's okay with
so
any audience who wants to unmute. Yeah, I want to hear anybody who wants to unmute.
Sure.
Anand, Tanu, Sai, anybody.
I think.
Yeah.
So we have one question from Charu and we have one question from Sai. So Sai, you can. I'll just unmute you and you can go ahead with your question. So we just have 5 more minutes left, and we need to.
Yes. If they want to, like, or yeah.
Yes.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for the professional talks, and I won't take much time about this. So my question is, India has a very vast generation who has the capability to make an impact, and that generation is teens. Okay. Now our education system has not yet incorporated sustainability in their upbringing education. I just want to know, is this the same scenario in abroad?
No, I don't think so. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Sai, thanks so much for bringing this up. While we have the beauty of our human capital, which is in numbers, like you said, big, here the education system is only like that. The loan system is very bad here, which I saw. हमारे तो यूनिवर्सिटी means 4,000-5,000 रुपए में भी निकल गई थी मेरी तो जामिया में, वो भी मैंने पैसे वापस ले लिए थे क्योंकि I was awarded. So वो अच्छा है हमारा public university system. It's inclusive. But here that is a big issue for people funding their education. But the type of education, the way they've been brought up is, exploring. We are very protective. I realized this in the fellowship, because I'm seeing so many nationalities working. They're already out at the age of 16 to just go and explore the world, and by their own means. I have 2 fellows raising their own funding campaigns right now. कि भाई मैं जा रहा हूँ MBA करने, और वो funding campaigns run करते हैं. So the innovation is there. It is here more for sure. I mean, I think it will take time. But our generation is very bright in a way. We are not able to tap it. We are not able to tap it. The diversity. Yeah, I feel so.
With that, we would sadly like to conclude. I think that was a very interesting conversation that we were having. But since we are running short of time, and sorry from the audience if in case we missed a question from your end or something. But you can always reach out to Radhika, or you can reach out to us, and we can always have that question for her. Because now we have collaborated for resilience, and this is what we will continue forward. So, for conclusion, I would just like to say we are actually, we are honored and we are grateful to you, Radhika. Thank you so much for your time. And I would also be thankful for the audience. They were very enthusiastic and engaging, and we really enjoyed this kind of a conversation. And we really look forward to this kind of an engagement for all our episodes. And of course, our next episode will also be coming soon, and Radhika will share that with you. And we'll also share the YouTube channel link where you will find the video in case you missed something, in case you feel there was some kind of interruption or something. And it's wonderful. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful year ahead. Take care of yourself. The situation may get worsened or be there. So not just there, in fact, even in India. So guys, please take care, and it's wonderful to have you.
Please stay safe, and thanks so much. Thanks so much, Pratishta and Prateek, and to all others. I'm on LinkedIn. If you need any assistance, any support, let's engage. People are coming up with great podcasts, great initiatives. Let's collaborate. It's a wonderful thing to collaborate, and very happy to be here. Thank you so much. It's been very well conducted. very nicely, and I really look forward to your upcoming ones. And thanks
Of
so
course.
much. Thanks for the lovely audience
Thanks.
also. It's great to have questions, and thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you so
Bye
much.
bye. Stay
Take
safe.
care.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Stay
Bye-bye.
safe. Bye bye.